The fastest rapport builders in the country are paramedics. Now, if you're in a situation and a paramedic turns up, what does a paramedic do? They are 100% about you as the client, as the patient, and they're all about finding out what your challenges are, what the issues are. They're all about understanding the situation, being able to have that situational awareness, and then know exactly what to do next. But the problem with that is if you think about what actually happens in that paramedic world, why don't real estate agents operate that way? Imagine that a paramedic turned up to a job, so to speak, and all of a sudden they got there, they go, hey, look, before we begin, did you just want to see where I'm ranked on the top 100 paramedics? Do you want to see where I'm ranked on Rate My Paramedic? Would you like to read some testimonials on previous people that have used my services as a paramedic? Like, they don't do any of that stuff. And this is one of the great challenges in being a real estate agent is just that, sure, there's a place for all of that, but it's not really in front of the client. What we know is the most important thing for you to be able to do is to make sure that you can build rapid rapport. And rapid rapport is always about them and their situation. If you're going in on high relationship because you've known them for a long period of time, you sold them a property, you've helped them to buy a property over time, you've done plenty of transactions with them, you know them well, you've been in the street, like literally, you've got a high level of relationship, your likelihood of listing is also high. If you're going in with a low level of relationship, colder type appraisal listing opportunity, then you've got to build rapid rapport. And sometimes it's just about asking one very simple question: how can I help? Imagine that you're there. You say, Mr. and Mrs. Owner, it's so lovely to see you this evening. Before we begin, I just want to ask one very simple question. How can I help? And you just sit back and watch what happens. Well, Josh, we've got a job relocation. We're having a baby. We're doing this. And away you go. And all of a sudden you start unpacking their situation. And what would you like me to do? Well, Josh, we'd like you to do X, Y, Z. Okay, great. And how soon before you think we can begin? Well, I'd like you to do it like yesterday. Okay, great. When do you think we can start? Well, let's do it now. And bang, in 4 questions, you might have just won that listing. And rapid rapport building is about your ability to be able to anticipate the needs of the customer. You need to have that story about the reasons why people will use you, but you might not need to use it. You need to have all the facts and figures about the marketplace, but you might not need to use it. You need to be able to go in and be able to show them what's going to happen in terms of the marketing on the property and what you're going to do to separate and differentiate their home from all of the other properties that are available in market. But again, you might not need to use it because rapport building is about connecting with people in really powerful ways, being able to engage and to really understand their situation, to offer them a moment of consolation in the most difficult moments, and to be able to celebrate with them in their most incredible ones. And our job as real estate agents is to be able to empathetically connect with them and their situation and do it in a seriously powerful way. And you do that by asking that very simple question to build rapport: how can I help?